We are from Group 11 and we are presenting on Alzheimer. Our team name is Brain in Space, and we are going to start by presenting ourselves. You can present yourself, Noreen.
Hi, my name is Azira Nur binti Arman, and I'm from DHS.
Hi, my name is Nur Azarina Izzati binti Muhammad Norzin, and I'm from DOD.
My name is Faizati binti Muhammad Azmi. I'm from DOD.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Ilham Bezuddin from DOD.
Hello, my name is Naila and I'm from DOD as well. So the next one who's going to speak is Aza, and she's going to be Azadina, and she is going to brief us a little bit more about what the presentation is about.
Yeah, I'm going to present about our objective of our project, Alzheimer's. Okay, Alzheimer is a part of dementia. Some people from minority ethnic group consider dementia as a mental disorder, but dementia is actually part of aging process that everyone will face it one day. Okay, this project is to raise awareness about Alzheimer's. It is very important that people hear and read about it and understand what is being communicated. This is important for everyone, but lack of fluency in the main language spoken in the country and poor literacy may be significant barriers, preventing many people from minority ethnic from assessing process about this disease, which is Alzheimer's. Okay, the objective for this project is to reach out for help for those in need for not being able to get a proper treatment, and for future generation to be aware of the dangers, the prevalence, and the risk factor of Alzheimer's. Okay, our target of audience with range of 18 years old and above. The reason why we raise this awareness in social media is because social media plays a very constructive role in today's society. So that's it for me.
Okay, I'll continue. Okay, the media play an important role in increasing of public awareness and collect the views, information, and also the attitudes toward certain issues. Media is also the most powerful tool of the communication in emerging world and increase the awareness of present the real stage of the society. This is why by spreading awareness in social media is one of the best ways to achieve the objective in spreading the awareness. In this project, we spread the awareness about Alzheimer's in social media platform, which is Facebook, Instagram, also YouTube. This is because to reach the most audience is by social media. By spreading Alzheimer's awareness, we'll open up society's eyes about what is actually Alzheimer's, and they will know on how important to have the knowledge about Alzheimer's. Hence, it will erode the stigma about Alzheimer's all this while. We spread this awareness is because we know that lack of awareness will lead to stigma, and to prevent that, we created this project. This is to erode the stigma that younger people will have about Alzheimer's. In this project, we created a storyboard about Alzheimer's in society's eyes, that the society actually didn't even realize that this matter is actually very important, and it happened in reality. To reach a more target audience, we even created a video about this awareness, special for everyone that preferred to watch video, and we posted the video on YouTube. Okay, then I'll proceed with my contribution. Can I? Okay, I think that's a yes. Okay. For this project, my contribution is by doing the pamphlet for spreading the Alzheimer's awareness. But there will be only one pamphlet chosen out of all the pamphlet that my group member have done. I create the first storyboard. The story is about a man that is lost and couldn't find his way to his favorite restaurant. I also applied the IT skills when I create the storyboard. It was challenging at first because I never used the tools before, but by time passing by, it gets easier as I already know how to use it. And after all, the discovery time when I use the tools to create the storyboard, I even realized that the IT skill is very important, because if I do not have any idea or knowledge on how to use it, it will be such a waste, because the tools is very great and user-friendly too if you discover it by time. The storyboard then was adjusted by Noreen to complete it and change it a bit on the storyline. That was my contribution for this project.
was to create the video for the presentation, and I used Canva Pro to create it. So Canva Pro has the properties whereby you can create videos, and it has different kinds of sounds that you can add to it according to the type of video that you're creating. Also, I created it slide by slide, whereby I fixed all the slides together to be able to play it as a video, one video itself. I chose Canva over other softwares available because it was easier to use. At first, I tried to learn the other softwares as well, but I think that among all of them, Canva was the one easiest to use because it had already the sounds and the backgrounds and the different types of environment that I wanted to include into the video. Whereas the other ones, such as LumaFusion, for example, which I tried to use at first, was more difficult because it required me to start learning how to use the properties first. And since we had very limited time to create it, it would be difficult if I had to learn it first and then be able to create a very good video out of it. I did create a video out of it, but it turned out to be not so very good as compared to the one created in Canva. So my task, I contributed in the task where I created the video on Canva to be able to post it on social media and raise awareness. Thank you. So that was the contribution of my task.
Next one is me, right?
Yes.
Okay. For this project, I contributed in the making of the logo, which is Brain in Space logo. And I create the logo by using Canva apps also, because Canva is very easy to use and very easy to understand. And because the other apps, I have to learn from the start. So it's quite difficult to understand the steps. But as for Canva, it's very easy to understand. And I create a few logos, and my logos is the one that was chosen is the most suitable for our project, which is Brain in Space, and also the Alzheimer awareness. So that is for my contribution in the project. Glenn?
Okay. So for my contribution to the task is I create a YouTube channel for this group. Okay, the channel name is Brain in Space, and so far I've already posted one video called PEC700 Alzheimer Awareness Campaign. At first, I created the YouTube channel using the Google account of this team, Brain in Space, and then I learned how to put the logo I take from the Azalina logo, and I put it on the channel's logo. And also I also learned how to upload the video using the YouTube itself. And also I create the description of the video. Okay, that's my contribution. Okay, Noreen.
And then for my contribution, so for our part, of course, we all have to do a poster since the week 1, and then we were given a task to work in a group, and then we need to do a flyer or brochure for our project, which is the Brain in Space. And all of us need to do that. And then for the video, we brainstorm the idea of the content. And thanks to Naila for editing the video. And thank you everyone for contribute on each of our project, for the logo, for the social media, and storyboard and everything. And then yes, I have done the story once from myself. I have done it by using a storyboard, and then it's actually quite interesting because I get to learn how to use the storyboard, and then we actually created a different story from Ifa and also from Naila, and then we chose the best one. And then so the skills that I learned by using the storyboard is that I get to explore in an interesting features in the storyboard, and honestly, it's quite confusing, but it's very interesting if you actually know how to use it. If you know how it works, and then
And
we
can I add something?
yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
And I think that we all have got a benefit of learning from all these different IT skills so that later on we can use it in life. So using all those skills that we learned using the weekly task each week, we were able to create the final project for the Alzheimer, what's it called? The
Learning skills.
Alzheimer, the
Awareness.
Alzheimer space project.
Yes.
Agreed. Okay. So we proceed to the next one.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Okay. Okay. So for the detailed explanation of how I apply the skill to create storyboard and video. Okay, so for the process of the storyboard, I started with choosing the right software to create a storyboard. So I already tried these three software to use to compare. Okay, so the first is Canva, and the second is Adobe, and the third is called Storyboard Tab. Okay, so after comparing these three, I can say that the most easier one is Canva because it had more character. Okay, so for the first process, I sketch roughly on the paper to see what the final outcome will be if I choose this storyline and whether it's fit into these 12 panels. Okay, I also discussed with my colleague to discuss about the disease to make sure I completely understand the disease and the outcome. Okay, so after I understanding the whole concept, I can now create a story based on that. And then I started with creating the character and then the most easy way to go through the story is by put the character being in a household because everybody can relate to themselves in this situation. Also, as mentioned, the women are more risk at getting an Alzheimer disease, so that I think it would be a good idea to put the one that's suffering with the disease to be a lady. And then I will be able to create the main character, and then I create the story setup, place, environment, and the background. I also created a man and a woman as the main characters and gave them names and described their personalities. After getting the background and characters, it was therefore easier to create the storyboard. Okay, for the problems that I faced during the process is there were not enough characters who look the same. So I have to use the same character drawing over and over again. This is to avoid using different characters to demonstrate the same person that can cause confusion. Okay, so the second one is the characters did not move, therefore you had to make them stand still or sit down still. Okay, so for the third is since I used the same characters over and over, it was difficult to make them show the emotion they were trying to express because there were no features to put the another express to the character. Okay, so that's all from me.
Okay, I will summarize the comparison of the software that has been used by all of us. So I would say both Canva and Adobe Creator are helpful and allow us to easily implement our fonts and colors into our video graphics. But just like Idlan and all of us said that Canva is much more easier and well designed. Like it doesn't take long to figure out how to customize the templates, while Adobe Creator isn't quite as straightforward. I isn't quite straightforward, I must say. Because we actually need to play around with all the tool panels, and we will need to find ourselves googling and check on the YouTube on how to figure out this software. So the easiest way is to use Canva. That's all from me. So then I pass to Naila.
This is the final outcome of the video that I created using Canva, and I made it using slide-by-slide pictures and incrementing video in them, and I amplified the whole video using sounds and music. Canva is good to use because it has different kind of music which you can add to the video that are related to the environment that the person is trying to create, according to the awareness that we are trying to raise. All right, so as you can see, I started by putting videos to create other videos. So the most important thing in creating the video was to create an environment which was related to the topic that we are talking about. For example, we are talking about Alzheimer, so we have to do a video which is according to it. That is. We cannot do a video which has too many colors or which has a happy showing emotion like that, this is not going to comply to what we are trying to show. What we are trying to show right now is a sensible subject, a sensible topic where nowadays it is considered as a stigma. So we are trying to break this stigma. So our point here is to make a video whereby people will want to watch the video, but will also understand that it is a sensible subject, that it is a topic whereby people are suffering from today, but most people do not talk about it enough and do not take enough care about it. So we are trying to make a video here where people will want to watch it, but yet which is not too much of a happy emotion showing, so that people can understand how bad the situation is. So in creating the video, we also added different kind of other videos and pictures to it, so that we can make people understand how it is like and what it involves. And also the good thing that we can have when using Canva is the different fonts and colors that we can change and we can add, as compared to the other software which has less of a variety. So the video was created using Canva. And Irene, can you show the Instagram post, please? I also created the different Instagram posts using Canva itself. Another important feature which is found on Canva is that when a person is using it, the latter can use there is a sort of, how do we say that thing which has dates on it? The calendar, yeah. So Canva has a feature of a calendar where the person can already do the post much earlier and then put the different dates and then when the person wants to share the picture on Instagram. So I use the calendar feature to plan when to share the post, when to share the pictures, so that it does not get too much, but at least one per day or two or three per day, but not more than that, so that the person can understand slowly what it means. And also Canva has other features where we can add pictures, and it already has pictures which are included in the software where we can use those pictures and with a better resolution as compared to those which are sometimes saved from other places. And that will be all from me, I think. So to summarize, we are trying to do this topic to be able to break the stigma of Alzheimer, whereby many people nowadays think that it is not much of an important subject to talk about, or it is not an important disease to take care of it. But we are trying to make people understand how bad the situation is right now. And so we created this whole topic. We, as mentioned before, we use different types of IT skills to be able to create it. And we are very much sure indeed that we are going to use these different IT skills later on in life. And also at first it might have been a little bit difficult to learn all of them to make the different parts of the topic, of the whole session, but in the end we are quite happy to have learned so many new stuffs during the different classes. Thank you.
Throughout this project, I actually learned a lot about IT skills that I never discovered before, about storyboard. I never know that website even exists. I learned how to create one by one character at first before Noreen adjust or maybe alter it or maybe change I don't. Okay, before I leave it to Noreen to take over for the finalized storyboard. I actually learned really a lot during that time because we only have 2 hours to settle that. Not really 2 hours, lesser than 2 hours to settle that storyboard. And within that time, I actually discovered a lot that I can really implement in my life, especially my future project, that maybe I can use it. And I just want to say that it's really helpful. The tools is very useful, and it would be such a waste if anyone wouldn't want to try it and discover it. Okay, that's it for me. Thank you.